Oh, no. Is Kenney telling everyone it's his birthday? Oh, God. I don't know. Just something about, I don't know. Is it just me, or is the whole dynamic of announcing your birthday? Hey, it's my birthday. Does that seem, something that like a little boy would do, or a young lady? I mean, I happy birthday. I wouldn't have known it was your birthday had you not told me. Now, immediately, look, he announced it's his birthday, and I said, are you telling everyone it's your birthday? And then he immediately gets on the defensive. I only used 2 emojis to make my announcement. It's like, well, yeah, but that was the goal. You didn't do it to, it isn't the amount of characters you use that makes it bad or good or anything. It's not bad to announce that it's your birthday. But, it's if anybody in this chat announced their birthday, I would tell them that they're acting like a child. Okay? So I don't understand why you would announce it and then I don't take the bait. I mean, yes, happy birthday, but at the same time, I'm going to call that out. Someone's announcing their birthday. And then you can't turn around and say, yeah, but it was only 2 emojis that I did it with. That's also something a child would say. Okay, you're announcing your birthday. Who does that? You know who does that? Like if I'm walking down the street, okay, and there's a little kid who's like 4. He goes, it's my birthday, Mr. Alec. Oh, happy birthday, little guy. Happy birthday. So he gets a pass, because he's a little kid. Nick, the electrician, writes, my dad used to say, just because the earth went around the sun one more time doesn't make you special. Well, I can't get behind that unless, of course, you were like Kenny's age when your dad said that to you. Now, I agree with all of you with the sentiment that happy birthday. And I also agree with your birthday is your special day. Oh, okay. All right. If people believe that, that's fine. That's okay. And I've probably felt that way too. I just don't walk around approaching people who I barely know and telling them, hey, it's my birthday. Okay? Now, a lot of you want me to stop down and just pulverize Kenney over this. But, time and place, read the room. I don't want to wreck anybody's birthday. I just want to say happy birthday, and it's very silly to announce it's your birthday. And look, you can't try to justify it with, yes, true, I did make the announcement, but I only used 2 emojis to do it. Well, then why do it at all? It's, come on now. Amanda writes, it is your birthday. Fact. The devil within says, not everything is about you, Kenney. Happy birthday. Actually, Johnny wrote, Kenney, quote, I need Eric's tuning in to wish me a happy birthday, not this Zane guy. In case you're wondering, that did happen at one point in time. Our beloved Kenney was getting obliterated in the chat or something like that, or I was making fun of him. This is, I don't know, a year or two ago. And so, being that this is all an entertainment thing, I call him and he's like at his wit's end. He is so upset. I mean, I could tell he was like legitimately upset. And I don't want Eric Zane. I want Eric Zaitunian to do the podcast. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I don't want to be your content. I want to be your friend. And I'm like, oh, this is horrible. What a moment. Now look, I want you to know this. This is what I had written down that I'm going to talk about. Madison, these are my notes. 5 things. Madison, gas, EZ, day trip for EZ, early start time, Ben and EZ update, and big fire. These are my top 5 things I'm talking about today. None of those, I did not go into this with the idea that I was going to talk about Kenney. I talked about Kenney a lot yesterday. And I don't even remember why we got into it. It was because Kenney was third man in the ring. He white knighted Maureen and Ben. And then I took away their bannings and gave them to him. It was ridiculous. So I have no intention, none. I just showed it to you of talking about Knucklehead. And then Rich says, good morning. Rebecca says, good morning. Maureen says, good morning. Patrick says, good morning. Linda says, good morning. Megan says, hiya. Kenney says, hey, everybody, it's my birthday. One of those things is not like the other. Now, I realize not all these people have birthdays. But if they did and they announced it, I'd be like, hey, okay, cool. It's your big birthday announcement. So Kenney has announced his birthday to the group and looking for people to say to him, hey, happy birthday. Because, it's just remarkable that a person can say, hey, guess what? It's my birthday. Everybody say hi to me. And then if a person does actually say hi to you after you tell them to say hi to you and happy birthday to you, it actually makes you feel good. Like, well, you told them to say it to you. I'm not going to announce my birthday, but people are going to, because they follow along. They know when my birthday is. Now, if these people knew your birthday and then said, hey, happy birthday, now that means something. It doesn't mean anything if I walk into a group of people and go, hey, everybody, I'm Eric Zane. I'm a fucking idiot. And it's my birthday today. I said, you all gotta say hi, happy birthday to me today, because I'm a fucking dumbass. And then everybody goes, oh, well, happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I'm so happy. You idiot. You can't do that. You gotta, be good 364 days a year, and they find it out on their own, and then they go, hey, you know what? I think somebody's got a birthday today, and you go, oh, God damn it, oh, you. And then the word spreads, and everybody, gives you a hard time because they figured you out. But you don't walk in to a room full of adults and say, it's my birthday today. That's impossible. God damn. Rich says, anyone else screen grab the face EZ made a few seconds ago? Ben Glaze says, who cares about birthdays if it's not 90? All right. July 3rd. No, that is actually the birthday of the NFK, Megan says. Maureen has its right. or has it right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kenney says, I've actually been dreading this day. Thanks. Don't dread. Come on now. Chin up there. You see now? Okay, now it's coming around. You see, now we've invested ourselves in this. Are we all seeing the psychosis at work? Walk into a group of people, announce it's your birthday, some wise ass starts busting balls, and now we get, I've actually been dreading this day. Thanks. You see, now it's done a 180. You can't come in, announce your birthday, and then this happens, and then you turn around and make everybody feel bad. Matt says, be a grown-up and hire Zane for a birthday cameo. Yeah, go out on the street and panhandle $20 and give it to me so I can give you a cameo. This is your birthday ball busting. This is the present you get from me. My time talking about you. Matt just hired me yesterday because today is also a birthday from someone noticeably less retarded. That would be Coleman Lutz or Lutz. Coleman Lutz is my newest best friend along with Matt Herring. Okay? Now, all this guy has done, and this is kind of like Cameo 2.0 that I just did for Coleman. Coleman is a late bloomer. He's 41, handsome as all get out, dumb as shit. Green Bay Packer fan, so he's a fucking loser. All right? When I say late bloomer, he's finally figured out that women aren't supposed to look like goddamn goblins when you court them. His first wife does. Now ex-wife. And he's finally with a woman who doesn't look like a goddamn fucking Calvin and Hobbes character. Well, anyway, Coleman is celebrating a birthday today. So happy birthday to you. Now, Coleman is like your old pal EZ, prone to fits of rage and emotion and hilarity. I think that's why he's like my younger brother from another mother. Oh, my God, I love that guy. Anyway, some of you may know the history of Coleman Lutz. Coleman Lutz's ex-wife, the Nose, is married to a super famous radio guy. Okay? Coleman Lutz's wonderful children have to spend half of their time with the Burn King, which what a nightmare that must be. Oh, God. Holy shit. So, hopefully, not too much of the influence rubs off on them. The idea is get Coleman's kids Eric Zane Show podcast shirts to wear when they visit mommy. And the word on the street is that anybody can pick up Coleman's kids from stepdad's house. Any friend of Coleman can pick them up. So can you imagine me? I know we've talked about this in the past, but me bouncing up onto the Burn King's porch. Hello, here to get the kids. Hi, free beer. Oh my God, I've got like 4 cameras on me. Holy shit. Oh, that would be incredible. Matt says the cameo was fucking amazing. Thank you. Maureen says, why do you dread your birthday, Kenney? I love my birthday. Oh, yeah, of course. Who doesn't love their birthday? Kenney loves it so much, he tells us, and then 1 second later to get us all to go, oh, what's the matter, big guy? He goes, I hate my birthday. Who does it? Hey, everybody, it's my birthday. Wait a minute. I don't like my birthday. You can't do that. I'm not falling for this shit anymore, Kenney. You know, go back and look at that. Look at the comments there. Here I am giving you the wonderful birthday gift of time and love and energy and comedy and hilarity. You start the show by announcing it's your birthday and then like, oh, no, yeah, but it shouldn't be made fun of because I only told you with 2 emojis. What? That doesn't make you sound like you're 4. Then I do my job. Clearly, that's what you want. And then you flip it all on your ear and go, this thing gives me the blues. No! Fucking wake up. You can't do that. Totally not serious. Totally cannot be serious. My God. I just want you all to know that people who tell me their birthday, like Coleman, like Kenney, they all get pounded into oblivion, as they should. Coleman didn't actually tell me it's his birthday, though. Matt did. Matt told me it's Coleman's birthday, so I roasted him. Corey says, Kenney can cry over his birthday pizza. Amanda says, anyone else ready to move on? Just me, okay. Amanda, you're the only fucking sow who would make that comment. Shut up. This is why I hate Amanda so much. Amanda is the goddamn wildebeest who announces to the world, hey, on the Eric Zane Show podcast, here's what we need to do. We need to move on. I can pretty much guarantee you the only way I won't is if Amanda fucking thunder thighs her way into the room to announce, hey, let's move on. My God. Yeah. I'll tell you what, folks in the chat, let's vote. Who wants to move on? Would you rather have me do my job? All right. Okay, Amanda wants opinions. What should Eric move on because Amanda told him to, or should Eric continue to do what he's done forever? Everybody vote. Are you happy with how the show has started? Again, I didn't ask for this. Easy did not ask for this. Here's what I wanted to talk about. And then these goddamn morons decided to announce birthdays. And then Amanda gets tired because she's run out of graham crackers to eat and say, hey, no, let's move on now. I'm sick and tired of this. Oh, my God. I'm not even going to ban you, Amanda, because this is just too good. Wow. Kenney should thank you, because that does conclude this portion of the show when I beat the shit out of Kenney. Because now I wasn't even mad at Kenney. I'm always mad at you. You're the worst. You're the absolute worst audience member that has ever existed. Oh, my God. Kenney's the best compared to you. I can't even talk, goddammit. She writes, all right, it's fine. I'll ban myself. Then go listen to something else. Ben Shapiro's on. Ben Shapiro. Ugh. Hey, Easy, I got something for you. You should watch this on the show. Yeah, okay, thanks, Amanda. All right, did you get that clip? You can watch it. By the way, I'm feeling so much better. I can do the Amanda impression with no problem whatsoever. All right. Now, to what I wanted to talk about. As PSN Bleach says, no way that she's worse than Dean or Stalker Guy. Kenney writes, for real, I didn't want to derail anything. We know it's a joke. That's what we do here. The inability to understand how this show works is chronic with you. We know you didn't mean anything. It's fodder for comedy. That's what we do. For real, I didn't want to derail anything. I wanted to hear how Maddie was doing, so I apologize. Quit apologizing, you pussy. It's perfect. It couldn't have worked out better. Are you kidding me? Why do I have to spell it out for you? Of course it's perfect. It's been an exquisite beat up from start to finish. God damn. No need to apologize. You've done your job. I applaud you for it. Amanda's too stupid to understand the concept of what I'm doing, which then puts the crosshairs on her. And again, it always gets to the least common denominator of you two. The least common denominators. And it's weird to have the term least attached to both of you because honestly, you two on one scale, well, there's nothing least about it. Holy shit. But if you ever think that you're doing too much and taking too much of my time, just be quiet. That's all you got to do. If you're ever in doubt, just shh. Because if you put it out there and I find a reason to laugh at it and make fun of it, it's happening. That's just the way it goes. Now, where was I? I didn't plan on starting the first 25 minutes of the show beating two losers up, but here we are. I was here yesterday, seated right here, putting together the Patreon content. Who are these Zanes? Because of numerous people saying, hey, man, where's that audio from Ben and Eric? And who are these Zanes? It's like, dude, I'm working on it. I'm one guy. So there I was working on it. Queen of the Forest stands right here and she says, comes in the room. She says, so we have a problem. I'm like, oh God, which one of the three? Now, if someone said to me, which one of your three kids would be having a problem right now at any one time? I'd be most likely to bet Madison. I was correct. Okay, she either is arrested, which would be way out of character. But, you know, typically a lot of things mom solves the problems. You'd be surprised at what I don't learn. Some of the problems call for Team Pink. Madison will reach out to mom on a Team Pink problem. And then Team Pink will assess, does Team Blue need to be worked in at any one point? More often than not, Team Blue doesn't even need to know. I hear about it 4 weeks later at family dinner. Team Blue problems fly in regularly, like the other day, somebody hit her car. That's an immediate Team Blue. I didn't even tell Team Pink. Madison eventually told Team Pink just in conversation, but this is all, chain of command here. Sometimes you've got Team Blink, blue and pink. Last night was a Team Blink because Madison's boyfriend, Ash, says, we're on the way to the emergency room. Okay. And she says, yeah, Madison is in great distress. She's in great pain in her lungs and chest. And it hurts so bad when she breathes that she's holding her breath to avoid having to have constant pain. I go, oh, my God. And so Team Pink says to Team Blue, do you want to go to the emergency room? Now, deep down in my soul, I say, hell no. But my normal brain takes over and says, right away. And you got to say it. You can't listen to the inner brain because you'll pause. And if you pause and go, well, then you're like, it just makes you seem like an idiot or an animal or not caring. So I go, yes, let's go. Let us go. So we take off. I announce on Patreon, little note, that I'll be, I've slowed down my work because I'm off to the hospital. Everybody was very concerned. And by the way, she's fine. I announced on Patreon that she's fine. I would have gotten to this earlier, half an hour ago, but I had to talk birthdays. Anyway. Tyler says the pause can be a death sentence. Well played. Yeah. Or well played. No pause. Always yes, always affirming. And then you can always go back and undo it. Like when Madison said she's gay, she's screaming into the phone, I'm gay. And so she thinks that like this is a bad thing. And now that's shocking for anybody to hear. You don't, it's just caught me off guard, but yet no pause. I went, oh, okay, cool. That's good news. I'm happy. Hey, anyway, I'll talk to you later about this. What? Yeah. Did you hear me? I said I'm gay. I'm so gay. My God. And I go, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I heard you. Hang on. A dog just got away from me. I'm doing the podcast, so I got to go. Aren't you mad? No, I'm not mad. Are you kidding me? That's the best news ever. Get rid of those stinky boys. It's about damn time. She's shocked. Now, that's all acting. I really didn't care, but it's still such a shock to your system. But she doesn't know that. So if I pause when she goes, okay, and I go, oh my God, no, or something like that. If you do any of that, you're fucked. You got to immediately, if they're going to, drop that on, you got to throw them for a loop and give them the old, oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. I'm so proud of you. Way to go. That's very brave of you. I'm so happy. Yeah, no, of course I don't mind. No, I love you forever, no matter what. These are all the things you say. This is all true, but I'm telling you that pause can make them wonder where your brain is, and you don't even mean it that way. It can be taken the wrong way. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to some of you? Or all of you? Tyler says Team Pink has internal stopwatches hardwired into their brains. When they drop something heavy on you like that, anything longer than 0.08 seconds equals pause, and you are dead, says Tyler the Joke Man. Oh, you got it down. You got it down. My God. Stevie says, what did she think you were going to say? Well, you got to understand, the way the world is, it's not as bad nowadays as it was however many years ago. You come out as you're gay. Most gay people, I would guess, are nervous about telling their folks or their loved ones for fear of being ostracized or cast out or hated. That does happen. That's why when you go to like pride festivals, you'll see people like me with a shirt that says free dad hugs. And the people that you give hugs to, more often than not, are gay people whose families have shunned them. It happens way too often. It's a horrible thing. This is why gay people wind up dead half the goddamn time, because morons, they turn on their family. And think about that. That just sounds horrible, doesn't it? But that's incredibly prevalent. As we do all this, there has been, I just need to point out, there has been more than one reference in the chat when I mentioned Team Pink. At least twice, Corey has referenced something that he didn't get any reaction to it the first time. So he's actually done it another time thinking, oh, these people missed my killer joke. So I'm going to do it again. And so if you all want to see Corey's cool jokes, you can check them out and tell them they're funny. Ooh, yeah, I got a joke, guys. You idiot. Oh, that's so good. Keep it up. Jeez. Oh my God. No one laughed at my first time I wrote this joke. I better write it again. Because I'm a fucking moron. Jesus. Tyler the Joke Man says that impression cannot be on the radio. I don't know about that. The voice could just be, it's a dumb guy. Oh, hello. You guys got my joke? Corey is now being brutalized in the chat. Kenney writes, as much as I suck, at least I'm not Corey. See, I don't know why you're doing this. This is now yet another reference to beating yourself up. Come in here, kick in the door, announce your birthday, get made fun of, then say, I'm dreading the day and I suck. Make up your mind. Patrick said, all these insults are flying at Corey. And then Corey writes, hey, guys, I wasn't reading the chat. I just came back. What's up? Uh-huh. I got a funny joke. He keeps saying pink, and that makes me want to say this. I haven't even said it. I won't do it. So anyway. Team Pink has turned it into a Team Blink moment by announcing Madison is going to the hospital. Should we go? Yes, absolutely. Let's go. I go, give me 15 minutes. So so Dinah's getting her shit together, and because Madison's en route there. So we'll probably get there just a little bit after her. I finish up Who Are These Zanes? I publish it. She says, can we go now? I go, yeah, we better go. We better go. We get there, and it's packed. This hospital is absolutely packed. And a lot of it has to do with there's been like something going around that's been affecting a lot of people, norovirus or something like that. So there's a lot of people. I've been to this hospital for years. I've never seen one other person in the waiting room. Okay. And then we get in there, and it's so fucking packed. It looks like the fucking Gaza Strip hospital. Oh, shut up. That's a good joke. God damn it. It's so packed. Madison is sitting in the hall. They're like putting people in the hallway. All right, they come on in. They sit them down. They get their blood pressure, temperature. They put them in a chair in the hallway. Megan says Gaza Strip and George Floyd jokes. Eric. I walk in there. Ash is there, and she goes, "Hi, Mom." Or he goes, "Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad." Hey, Ash. Hugs all around. Give a hug to Ash. Give a hug to Madison. And first Ash looked, "Oh, the doctor just came through, and they gave her a test for RSV." And, or he, I keep saying she. You see, Ash used to be a chick. And is now a dude and is taking all sorts of like medicine to make him a man. I'm not even kidding. For those of you who don't know that, you're like, wait, what? Yeah. That's going down right now. That's another thing that no pause. When Madison started dating Ash. Dad? Yeah. Ash wants to be known as they, them. Okay, sounds good. Had I done anything other than that, dead. 0.08 seconds. That's a clock. About 3 weeks later, Madison comes up and she goes, "Oh, hey, Ash wants to be known as he, him." I go, "Oh, yeah, right on. I got it." Ash has been taking medicine, like I said, and then the voice is, "Oh." Ash used to have like a girly voice, but no. Beef is what's for dinner. So Ash is like, of the two, Ash is quite manly. Ash is actually more manly than I am. So it's since Madison is known for bursts of emotion, Ash has a little bit more a calmer set of emotions. I very even keel. I've not witnessed the highs and lows. So, Ash is like in charge of this scenario. So Ash explains, "Oh yeah, they just gave her a test for RSV and COVID and flu, and they're gonna get back with us, and we're gonna get an X-ray to see what's up, see what the problem is." Okay, sounds good. Bring it in. Thanks. I appreciate that. Maddie's was not available to talk. She just sat there going, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. So then I show her like a picture of like the dog that I shot earlier in the day. She goes, "Oh, that's great. I love that so much. Oh, Jesus." We go into the waiting room. We hear from from Ash. Ash calls up, "Yo, we just got the X-ray. And they believe she has what is it? It's called pleurisy. So I guess like your lungs are in like a bag, a tissue fibrous bag. And there's actually two of them. And somewhere in that bag zone, it's inflamed somehow. Who knows how? So the idea is whatever they do to make it so it doesn't hurt so much. I don't know if it's a steroid or whatever the fuck. But that's it. There's nothing like pneumonia. They give a test for pneumonia. Nothing like that. This is all you go home now. So it took us about an hour and navigated beautifully, At the end of the day, this is absolutely the right thing to do in this household. Madison is not a rub dirt on it and just suck it up and go to bed. Corey says, the Maddie crying impressions always make me laugh. Wait a minute. That comment should read, yeah, the Maddie crying impressions always make me laugh. One in the two in the stink, or one in the pink, or two in the stink and one in the pink. Chris says, does Ash have my deep voice? It's getting there. By the way, I don't know if it's like this for every person that's changing their gender, but I know this. When I see Ash and I go, hey, looks like your beard's coming in nice. Or, hey, listen to your voice. Oh, my God, you're a man's man. When I say those things, I tell you what, Ash sits up taller in his chair. You know? I'm the best. I am the best dad of gays. I love this. This has been such a wonderful experience. The whole gay lifestyle has made me a complete soul. I am truly one of God's most loving gifts to the earth. You know, and you might raise an eyebrow on that statement. Who announces that they are God's most loving gift to the earth? Well, I do, because I want you to know that you mean something to me. All of you, even the ones who announce their birthday on this show, even the ones who try to tell me how to do my goddamn job. EZ is one of God's most thoughtful, loving creatures on the planet. Gifts to you. If you have a child who is gay, you need to be more like me when it comes to accepting them. EZ loves all the gays. Do you realize that we are just a couple of months away from Grand Rapids Pride? Man, I had so much fun at that last year. I got to see some of my best buds. I got to see Bender Bones from the Satanic Temple of West Michigan, who I really believe that organization has nothing to do with Satan. I think that that's just all a front for gayness. Just my opinion. I saw lots of dudes with these dog masks on that you might see in like Clockwork Orange with like chains on them. And then people were leading the guy with dog face mask around. And then the guy like acts like a dog. Like, you got to be kidding me. I'm watching rando people act like dogs. It is so great. It makes me so happy. The best part about it is there are people in the world today who are so scared of these poor souls, of these souls. I shouldn't say poor souls, of these souls walking around at the Pride Festival. Oh, my God. It's so great. They get, oh my God. It's the devil. Oh, my God. Holy shit. All right. Corey says you can't say Team Pink and not expect a shocker reference. He won't let it go. Corey, it isn't so much that I didn't expect it. I did expect it. So much so that it's like, well, anybody's going to say that. Everybody's thinking that. But you thought so much of it and thought it was so hilarious, and you couldn't believe that you didn't even get a little bit of a pop. You wrote it again as if no one read it the first time. That's the funny part. Okay? And here you are now a third time reference. You're actually tripling down on it. God damn. Ryan writes, full-blown retardation, the only appropriate use of the R word. Well, I don't agree with that. But did I say that? Full-blown retardation? All right, Corey. He says that comment was less for you and more for these dorks in the chat. Now, you are a low man in the totem pole here for that, for all of it. Okay? We have had 3 beat-ups on this show today in the first 45 minutes. We had Kenney and his birthday announcement. We had Amanda trying to flex her tits, telling me what I should and shouldn't talk about. That is, to me, the cardinal sin, okay? Because if I still have jokes in the chamber, all right, and one moron is doing that, all right, now you're just annoying me. All right? And then for Kenney to then go, hey, it's my birthday, by the way, I feel bad, is also sinful. And then Corey's dumb joke. Now, some of you might be like, easy, you're losing your edge. Why in the world are these people getting away with all of these horrific acts on the show? Well, I like dispatching bans and timeouts in bunches. So Corey is now eating some time. Kenney is eating some time, not for announcing his birthday, but for all the other nonsense. He just needs it. And Amanda, I don't even think she's here. She's probably masturbating to Ben Shapiro. All 3 of these idiots need to sit a few plays out. Now, again, there are ramifications from this. I'm looking at you, Kenney. Kenney is notorious for when the timeout hits. I talked about it yesterday. Some extremely intense overreactions. So take it with a grain of salt. It's all part of the game. All right? patreon.com. Account services. Cancel. Reason. Asshole. Fuck it. I'm done. All that shit. Now, yesterday, he did not. I thought, all right, I still don't even know what happened the first time. But here he is. Hopefully, he can make it through. Again, the problem isn't so much announcing the birthday. The problem is I got the blues now. I'm dreading this. Hey, it's my birthday. I got the blues. It's my birthday. I mean, it's textbook. It's manipulation. You're manipulating everybody in here. You come in, you go, hey, everybody, it's my birthday. I don't like my birthday. Oh, Kenney, we all said happy birthday to you. Come on, there. Here, come on now. Come on, little fella. God. You gotta just fucking chill out, man. Our beloved Megan writes, look at O'Neill's ear. I bet it's so soft. Yes, he does have the softest ears on the planet. He does. That is absolutely true. All right. So on this Tuesday, the 5th of March, hello to everybody on Facebook, X, and YouTube. I'm going to send you on your way, though. If you want the rest of the show, it's on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Or download the Twitch app and search Eric Zane Live and take care of it that way. And then you, too, can be on the chat with me, announcing your birthday and telling me what I should and should not talk about. And making shocker jokes that no one laughs at. You can do all those things. If you ever want to say hello, send me an email, eric@ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliner Striping inbox. I have a Patreon, patreon.com/Eric Zane. Sign up for 7 days free there and enjoy my content. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Facebook and Twitch, brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. X, brought to you by Blue Frost IT. You can follow me at Eric Zane Show on Facebook. I'm sorry, at Eric Zane fan page on Facebook. And at Eric Zane Show on Twitter and YouTube. Okay. The show originates in the Impact Power Sports studio. Thank you to Impact Power Sports for being on board with this. You folks are awesome. I appreciate you so much. The word on the street is that I'm getting new products on the Vouch store very soon, but I want you to go there, vouch.store/Eric Zane. I get an update from Vouch every time I sell something. So in the month of February, I think I made 80 cents. I sold some of those dog treats, and I sold one of the Camp Craft cocktails. And I have not heard back from whoever purchased them. So I don't know what's going on. Look, if it's not something you like, make sure you let me know, because if it sucks, I'll take it off the store. But if it's good, let me know, because I want to hear your review of my products. Get a full array of everything I sell at vouch.store/Eric Zane. Everything you buy, you support a small business, and you support your pal EZ. There was something, I just heard something on the Vouch store that we're going to be adding. Let's see, what is it again? Okay. Shit. Where is it? Oh, look at this. This is what I'll be adding on the Vouch store. I picture Kevin Kuipers wanting to get a piece of this thing. What the hell are these? Michigan Wolverines 1,000-piece panoramic puzzle. Is it all Michigan shit? Michigan Dominoes. Michigan cribbage game. I think it's like any college team. Spartan checkers. And each one of your checker pieces has a different sexual deviant on it. So one of your checker pieces is going to be the Larry Nassar. Another one's going to be the Mel Tugger. How about the Michigan Wolverines matching game? Or the Michigan Wolverines baby leg warmers? The Michigan State Spartan birdhouse? You can play Michigan bingo. Ooh, who wouldn't want a Michigan Wolverines yo-yo? Or Michigan Wolverines Jenga. They call it Tumble Tower. I know that some of you are going to buy this shit immediately. Ooh, Michigan Wolverines muffin pan. Kuipers can give that to his mommy, and she can make him muffins. My God. Look at all this Michigan and Michigan State shit you can buy. Now, it's not yet there, so don't try to buy it yet. Michigan Wolverines ice cube tray, what? Michigan State Spartans poker set. You got the 2-piece baby gift set, playing cards, locker room puzzle, playing card. All right, yeah. So that's all great. You want to buy that bullshit? It's all there. Bring the U of M yo-yo out and tame all the strange. Nick says Michigan spy glasses for recording plays. Kuiper says, hell yeah. Rich says, spend the money and get the masturbation massage gun. Anyway, vouch.store/Eric Zane. So I sold 2 things in February. We're 5 days into March. I have a goal of selling 3 things in March. So you can be the Camp Craft cocktails, the pet supplies, the massage gun. What else is on there? The coffee. And isn't there like rubbers or something on there? Anyway, vouch.store/Eric Zane. When it comes to health insurance, all you need to do is remember Frank Fuss. Go to buyinsurancehere.com if you need help navigating healthcare.gov. Frank helps you every step of the way. Ben Glaze is struggling right now trying to navigate healthcare.gov by himself, even though he's heard me 8 million times on here say, do not go it alone. Ben has some problems right now. We talked about it in the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. Every time he takes a dump, there's blood in his stool. And I go, Ben, you need to go to the doctor. He goes, well, I know, but I'm having problems with healthcare.gov. I go, okay, call Frank Fuss. He goes, okay, I will. And then he won't. If you are self-employed or your boss does not offer insurance or you're in between jobs, you need to get your insurance, your healthcare from healthcare.gov. That's what we do in the EZSP household. Utilized that last night with Madison. Buyinsurancehere.com. Chris says, damn, I had a meeting and I missed Corey getting the hammer. Stevie says, Ben, you damn jackass, go get your butt looked at by a doctor. All right. Anyway, buyinsurancehere.com for Frank Fuss, anywhere in the U.S. Grand Rapids Gold invite you to get tickets to the next game. It is tonight. Right? Pretty sure I got a game tonight. Oh, my God. 7 p.m. tip-off. GrandRapidsGold.com for tickets. Amazing, amazing game the other night with the Greensboro Swarm on Sunday. They're back tonight. I will see you there. Tickets just $14. Go see a Grand Rapids Gold basketball game. The future of the NBA. Part of the NBA champion Denver Nuggets. The Grand Rapids Gold. Love it so much. GrandRapidsGold.com for tickets. Okay, time is ticking on taxes. You've got till April 15th or whatever the hell it is. Tax deadline. Reach out to Troy Ginzer, the tax hobbit. He goes 7 days a week, probably about 17 hours a day from January 1 to the tax deadline. You can still get in and get your taxes done. You don't even have to be around where he is in West Michigan. You can be anywhere in Michigan. You can be anywhere in the United States to get your taxes done. How? Okay. First, you reach out to the GIN, 616-301-9516, or tag CPA.net. Christina will pick it up. Hey, EZ sent me. I want the GINs to do my taxes. Okay. She's going to give you instructions about what you need to do. You got to send all your documents and shit to the GINs via his online portal. That's it. Then you're done. They're going to give you a heads up. Hey, your taxes are going to be done on March 10th at 1 p.m. Be near the phone. Okay. The GINS does it. If he doesn't have any questions, it's just done. Next thing you know, you turn around and in your bank, you got a fucking stack of cash from the government. You pay the GINS, boom, in the books. All right. Tag CPA.net, 616-301-9516. I'm going to continue the show in just a moment. but I have to go tinkle. Maureen says, shit, I got to do my taxes. I keep procrastinating. No. Just call the Gins. All right? Have the Gins do it. I'm telling you. You will not regret it. Would you just trust me? You got to support the sponsors. It's so important. I'll be right back. Kenney writes, the descriptor used on Patreon Sunday was amazing about Ben. Quote, raspberry color sprinkled throughout the turds, I think it was. Might want to let them find out about it on their own. Why don't you just tell them all the jokes while you're at it? I pretty much intended that for the people who were there in the room, you know. I don't know if it's the best idea to, hey, everybody, guess what? Here's Eric's jokes from the Patreon. You didn't really think about that, did you? You can't get mad at me when I do what I just did. I didn't do anything. I mean, I told the joke on Patreon for that crowd. Yesterday, the audio of that was published. Well, like 12 hours ago, the audio for that was published. And you told them that joke. Now, I don't know if that's like above board. I mean, I would say that's suspect. Ben says, hey, it's my birthday. Let me spoil things. Corey says, secondhand, out of context jokes are the best. Chris says, y'all just don't get it, do you? Kenney says, that's too much to share? Really? Well, I mean, I don't know. I would say that you got to experience it firsthand out of my mouth. And it affected you in a certain way. You either laughed or you cringed or you went, oh, my God. But that was a 100% first time it heard your ears. Now, no one else can get it if they're listening to this because you told them all my joke. I mean, I plan on talking about a documentary in a few minutes about Butterbean and Diamond Dallas Page. And I have the ability to love it and explain to the audience why they need to see it without actually giving it away. And now he's giving me the finger. Like, what did I do? All I did was I'm just pointing out what you did. You see, okay. The rage outs are the things that get us. You see, all I have to do is point it out, and then he's going to rage out at me. The devil within says, this is the best day. Sorry, Kenney. Hey, it was really a killer joke when EZ said this. I don't know, maybe wait a few days. Seriously, the only thing you got to do on this show is just love it. Is just enjoy it. Have a good time. Corey says, I was going to sign up for Patreon, but now I no longer see the point because I can just hear the jokes from Kenney. Chris says, all caps, why aren't you being Zatunian on my birthday? Rich says, everyone who's going to hear the joke has already heard it. Donut Dan says, cocaine is a terrible drug. Kenney says, I guess. Oh, here we go. There it is. I guess we'll all be better. I guess we'll all be better off if I never spoke again. I hear you loud and clear. Come on, man. Brandis is a wet blanket. She says, if I were Kenney, I'd actually leave and never come back. Yeesh. Yeah, fuck your feelings. In fact, sit on this one. Here's some time. There you go. Oh, go hug a tree. Get that shit out of here. My God. Kenney knows what he signed up for. Jesus Christ. Corey says the Kenney pouting party is in full swing. Look, I'm not the one. I didn't announce the birthday. Okay? You all need to understand, especially you, Brandis, you fucking bleeding heart. Kenney comes in here, announces his goddamn birthday. I make fun of him over that. And then he says, oh, I've been dreading my birthday. So wait a minute here. You just announced your birthday a couple minutes ago. There's that. Time passes. Amanda steps into the ring and announces, oh my God, let's just move on. I beat the hell out of her. But then Corey gets in the ring. He gets beaten up. And now everybody's acting like they're all sensitive. Megan's telling me to talk about something else. Guess what? Uh-oh. I'm going to swing the hammer. The next person who tells me what to do on this show is going to get their ass kicked. Oh, no. The quickest way for me to get me to swing the hammer is to tell me what to do. Oh, no, you do not want to do that. Ryan says, Big Fraud Zane, you've lost complete control, it seems. No, I am in full control. Bam, 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 bam. 4 big hammer drops. 2 that everybody knows, Amanda and Kenney. And then Brandis and Megan. You do not want to be in the world that you're in when you tell me let's talk about something else. No. That is not going to, that is only going to make me talk about it more. Tofus says, are you beating up Kenney again? I'm actually beating up a lot of people. Patrick says, my favorite part of the show is when Zane is talking about doing whatever he wants. Chris says, Trump's got to be a fan of the ban. Tofus says, awesome. Corey says, let it swing. Speaking of Trump, by the way, Ryan says, this episode is quickly becoming known as Hammer Time, and it's pure gold. Oh, yeah, I'm actually going to title it Hammer Time. I'm just going to let you know that if anybody, I don't care if it's Baby Jesus himself, if Baby Jesus comes in the chat and says, EZ, I want you to talk about something else, I'm going to hammer him. Okay? He's going to be like, me Christ, what are you doing? Dad, damn it, knock it off. I'm like, no. You can't have that. I can't have that. All right? Trump has Super Tuesday today. So 13 states have primaries. He will win all of them. Okay? Now it's setting up for the comparisons are Trump against Biden. In 2020, leading up to that, Biden led Trump by a bit in most polls, in most states. Okay? same polls being done now. Haley's already done. I mean, we don't even need to worry about Nikki Haley. Trump is distancing himself from Biden in these same exact polls. So he lost the 2020 election. And leading into that election, going into that election, he was actually behind in most polls, in most states, nationwide, you name it. Not so now. 97% of Trump voters last time have said they will vote for Trump this time. If you throw the same type of methodology at Joe Biden, 85% of Joe Biden voters that voted for him in 2020 will vote for him in 2024. That's a lot less. Those are undecided and independent voters. The key to any election. They are now voting for Trump. Okay? I think it can be described as the Rappaport effect. Michael Rappaport, hater of Trump, is voting for Trump. Has talked about hating Trump for almost 8 years. Michael Rappaport is voting for Trump because Biden is so fucked. Now, I can't, with a clear conscience, vote for Trump. I won't. I would vote for a dead dog before I would vote for Trump. I can't do it for a lot of reasons. But it's kind of like along the lines of, I can't set foot into a Catholic church. I am no longer I am a Catholic. I'm just not a practicing Catholic, and I will not support the church. No way. Trump, for a litany of reasons. I mean, the Catholics, it's pretty much for one reason. And it's hypocritical on my part, too, because it had to happen to it had to be my own daughter before it finally sunk into my fucking brain. But there's about a million reasons why I won't vote for Trump. And I would encourage you, I'll even go out on a limb and say, I would hope that you all would not vote for Trump. But some of you will, and you won't get any judgment from me. I stay in my lane. All right. Joe Martinez says, Brewster is millions. Vote for none of the above. I don't know if that helps Joe Biden. If you either vote for Joe Biden or that's it. If you don't vote, you're voting for Trump. If you vote for third party, you're voting for Trump. If Biden has any chance, it's getting that vote. But I don't know, man. So he will win all 13 of these. He's stronger than ever. I want you all to not get too wrapped up in this where you're going to lose your mind if Trump wins. Okay? You did fine for 4 years. You're going to be fine again when he wins this one. Again, my concern is not so much Trump, okay? It's Trump's supporters. Now, I heard recently from my pal Rainbow Flag Jeremy, and he gets annoyed as shit with me. He says, Easy, I really wish you would stop saying there would be no difference between a Trump or Biden administration. And I don't think I've necessarily said that. If I did, I didn't mean it. There'll be a difference. But I guess my point is, I think that a lot of people are overstating the effect that it will have on you personally. No president's administration has ever affected me personally because I've never let it. Jeremy says Donnie wants to exit NATO. Now, this is all what he says. I'm not smart enough to know if he's right or wrong. He wanted to his first term and was stopped by the adults in the room. The adults will not be there in his second term. Donnie will let Putin crush Ukraine. And from there, with the USA out of NATO and Donnie letting Putin do whatever he wants, Putin will invade Poland and the Baltic states. He wants to put the USSR back together. And Donnie won't stop him. We saw all his criminality in the first term. You think he will suddenly stop his lifelong criminal behavior? Joe is too old, but I would rather have a president with too many years behind him than a president with 91 felony counts ahead of him. Yes. I agree. I wrote, I sure hope to God he doesn't leave NATO. He's totally going to win, though. Biden has no chance. One blunder after another. It's unfortunate. Jeremy writes, possible. It's possible that the Donnie cult will vote for him, but they are not enough for him to win. He needs to get independents to vote for him. And after the polls I saw today, they will. And most Americans are repulsed by Donnie except for the cult. That's not true. A lot of them are repulsed by him, but they'll still vote for him. That's how bad Biden is. This country is fucked if he wins. I pray to Sky Daddy every day to send Donnie a widowmaker. So far, my prayers are unanswered. I pray to Sky Daddy. Brandis is back after some time in the corner. She says, I cannot believe Rappaport is voting for him. I am blown away by that. Fuck. I know it. That you can base the whole election on Michael Rappaport. He is symbolic of that voter. That's why he will win by so much. Mark my words. Tofus says, hold on a second here. Tofus says he wants to suspend democracy. He literally said he wanted to suspend the Constitution. I actually, if that may have even crossed his lips the way you say it, I just don't believe it. I believe it's either him being an idiot. You know how often he talks out of his ass. For example, when Trump said, I'm going to be a dictator on day one, I'm smart enough to know that that's a hyperbole. Okay? I love that type of statement because it's ridiculous and silly. I talk like that all the time with broad strokes and ridiculous points of view and bombasticness. That's what I do. He said, yeah, we're going to suspend it for day one and we're going to fortify the border and we're going to drill. Now, you know how I feel about the border. So, of course, I don't agree with that. But drill. I'm kind of like, okay, do it. Drill. I'm not on the same page as everybody. I'm not like some fucking left liberal idiot. That's not me. And when he says that, you know full well he's not like, I'm going to go murder Jews. So knock it off. I'm smart enough to know what he's saying there. And you are too, but you're actually going, he really wants to be a dictator. Oh my God. That's not the case. Tofus says, we leave NATO, it weakens significantly, and Putin will run over Europe. All right. I don't know. Maybe not. Donut Dan says, really? I thought that suspending democracy was like when you tried to eliminate someone from the ballot that was never charged for insurrection, let alone convicted. Which, by the way, the Supreme Court has spoken. And they've said, well, of course he's on the ballot. People have tried to take Trump off the ballot in various states. Supreme Court has now spoken, and that's that. Tofus says if he's elected president, he's going to wipe those 91 counts right out. Well, yeah, of course he is. I would too. If I win more than I did the first time, and I'm being indicted on all this shit, I'm going to be like, all right, day one, we're going to, let me add my list of things to do. I'm going to drill, border shit, and everything is wiped off the books. I would absolutely do that. And so would you. I'm trying, look, all I'm trying to do here is give you a dose of reality. These are all things that are going to happen. The Supreme Court stopped it because of Article 5 in the 14th Amendment, and that says Congress has to make rules in how to get rid of a traitorous fuck. Tofus says, I need to believe that he wants to actually be a dictator. I don't believe that. I'll always shoot you straight. I don't want him in office. I'm not going to vote for him, but I don't believe that like you believe, and that's okay if you do believe it, that he's going to be like Muammar Gaddafi or Pol Pot or Adolf Hitler or some shit or Kim Jong-un. Maybe deep down, but he'd never really do it. He'd never execute it. This is not going to happen. But if he does, it sure is going to be entertaining. Tofus says they're drilling now. They've drilled more under Biden than they did under Trump. Good. All right. Nick says that Tofus, first of all, Nick, he doesn't really say a lot, but when he does, he means it. He refers to Tofus as a dumbass, and he says he's got a serious case of TDS. I don't know what that means. Something syndrome. I don't know. If Kennedy actually had a chance, I would for sure go for him. He seems like the most reasonable of all of them. I can't get past the voice. Megan, fresh off of her first banning, says Ben Glaze, in 4 years, we'll get two new candidates, no matter what. Both of these dudes will be way too old. Tyler says, the only thing I care about regarding elections is laughing at the losing team, believing that the apocalypse is upon us, and all of the, quote, I'm moving to Canada claims. LOL. That's so true. You guys got to relax. The sky's not falling. The sun's going to rise. The birds are going to chirp. You're going to pound your pud. You're going to eat your cornflakes. You're going to live your life. Everything's going to be fine. Okay, at the end of the day. And then that's it. You just, move on. Move on with your lives. Rebecca says, of course they did. He put half of those idiots in the Supreme Court. Okay. Yes, you are correct. Now, whether or not that has anything to do with how they voted or or what they decided, I don't know. I would like to give them benefit of the doubt that they aren't bought and paid for. Tofus responds to Nick that he has a serious case of sucking a traitor's balls. It was 9-0, Rebecca. Chris points out that the judges voted 9-0. Brandis says, ugh, I hate this. What about actual dumpster fire we're living in? Yeah, I know. So, yes, that is true. Supreme Court voted unanimously. So there's that. I'm with you, Tofus. Those fucking cavemen built a gallows, for Christ's sake, on the lawn of the fucking Capitol. I know. I'm with you. Again, I'm worried about those lunatics more than I am Trump. TDS is Trump derangement syndrome. It's when the mere mention of the name results in a meltdown. Joe Martinez refers to Trump as dump is a dumb shit and wants to be a dictator like his master Putin. Yeah, I don't believe that. I just now I'll probably, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know? I think we need to get Trump on here right now because there's been a lot of Trump talk. Now I don't like to spoil this and go to that well too much. But I kind of think that we need to get him in here. But I'm short on time, so let me hammer out a few of my amazing sponsors before I get Trump in here. So that'll be coming at you. Is Amanda still here? Did she really split? Yeah, she's like, that's right, I'm leaving. It's Ben Shapiro, here I come. Fucking idiot. Yeah, I'm just so we're all on the same page. The quickest way to get banned is to tell me to move on. All right? I don't have much in my little wheelhouse that I'm very protective of. But one of the things that I'm extremely protective of is how I do this show. And occasionally I've got things to say. I've got jokes that I want to fire out. I'm having a good time. I'm on a roll. And when I see the wet blankets come out and say, oh, I'm so sick of this, move on. It's boom. My brain erupts, shoots out of my ears. It makes Corey's bad jokes make me wish for those again. Quickest way to annihilate my soul is to take that route with me. It's just for some reason, it just touches a nerve every single time. All right. I was talking with Mario yesterday, the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. And, he goes, EZ, this market has really, really been difficult for people who do what I do. I go, tell me more. He goes, people don't want to shop for homes. And when they do, the inventory is low. That's a struggle. So thank God we are getting to a point where those rates are going to go down. So now is the time for you to start the process, because it takes time to go through the entire process of first calling Mario and then getting through the entire mortgage process, getting pre-approved, finding the house, because it's going to take time for that house to get on the market or you to find it through your realtor, or realtor, as they say. But begin the whole process by calling Mario today. 231-332-6505 for the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. 231-332-6505. He will work tirelessly to make sure you get the best rate. Special care for the first-time home buyer who's never had a mortgage before. You're scary. All of a sudden, you're, it's like when you pay rent. Like, all right, here's the rent. And the mortgage, you're like, okay, now I'm paying about the same amount, but oh my God, my ass is on the line here. What happens if I fuck up? Has this ever happened? Has that ever happened? You got a million questions because your brain's trying to trick you. It's like almost like buyer's remorse. It's like, fucking don't worry about it. It's the American way. Get that goddamn mortgage, start paying on that thing, build the equity in your home. There's a million good reasons why home ownership is the American dream. 231-332-6505 from no matter where you are in the U.S. Call Mario. Joe Martinez, in that home, you might need a new air conditioner. You might need a new furnace. I just got a new furnace from Joe Martinez this past year. Absolutely fantastic process. I go, Joe, help. And that's all I had to do. 616-516-8579. A&E Heating and Cooling. It's about time to start thinking about scheduling for that AC tune-up. You see Joe twice a year, minimum. Wants to tune the heater, furnace, wants to tune the AC. 616-516-8579 for A&E Heating and Cooling. Excuse me. Now we're into a discussion on the chat about masks and COVID between Tofus and Nick. Nick writes, most masks are completely ineffective. Tofus writes, big scary mask going to take away your rights. Nick says, nothing affects me because I am not some soft ass lib. It's true. I tell Nick he's stupid all the time. Nothing offends that guy. He's like one of my bright spots. If I happen to see a day that I get to see Nick, I'm happy. We agree about so little, Nick and I, but we know to stay in our lanes. Okay? He's really good about that. He's one of my favorite people in the world, Nick is. And then he writes to Tofus, that mask ain't gonna help with my fist. Fuck yes. All right. Come on, guys. Why can't you two idiots have a discussion without, like, threats of violence and personal attacks? Why can't you two pussies just have it out like I do with you? God damn it. The fuck is wrong with you? We're all family here. What is going on here? If I have to, I will sit both of you down. Now fucking say something nice about each other right now. Tofus says, I'll fight him, fuck his fist. No, you fucking moron. This is the Eric Zane Show podcast. We don't fight amongst ourselves. We are all pals. All right? Enough of that nonsense. Tyler says, I'd rather see people chatting about teacup puppies. Cole says to Tofus, let the hate flow through you. All right. Hello to Impact Power Sports online at impactpowersportsmi.com. They're in Rockford, Michigan on 14 Mile Road. They sell all those fun toys, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, ATVs, e-bikes. See, you ever see those e-bikes? You get on the thing and you pedal it like 3 times and you're doing like 60 miles an hour. They're awesome. If you're in the market for an e-bike, get it at Impact Power Sports, 14 Mile Road in Rockford, Michigan. They also are Michigan's newest distributor of Yamaha golf carts. ImpactPowersportsMI.com. Full service department. For any of the equipment that you already have that might need some servicing or servicing the stuff that you buy from them. Mention my name when you reach out to my friends at Impact Power Sports. All right. A lot of Trump news. So I got to throw in a phone call to him. See what's going on. Well, there's a lot going on.
This is President Trump.
Hello, Mr. President. It's Eric Zane. How are you?
Well, I'm doing probably great. It's Super Tuesday, Big Fraud. It's so good to hear from you on a Super Tuesday.
It seems like you're pretty calm about the whole thing.
Well, of course I am, because we're going to win this so big. We have to win this so big. It has to be the biggest landslide maybe ever. Once we get to the November election, of course, it's got to be too big to rig, too big to rig, Big Fraud. You should know a thing or two about rigging things, but it's got to be. We've got to have the biggest landslide probably ever, and it's got to be too big to rig.
Are you suggesting that if it weren't like a big win, you would rig it? Is that what you're saying there?
I'm saying that if it's not too big to rig, we got to make the numbers so good. I just need thousands, millions, really. We've got to have the biggest numbers you've ever had. We've got to shoot for a landslide on this, because we've seen what they've done in 2020. We've seen what they can do, and we've got to make it too big to rig, Big Fraud.
Okay, now, sir.
Hello?
Oops, sorry. Sir, there's a couple of people that are enjoying my show today that have some concerns. Can I air those out with you?
Well, I don't know about that, Big Fraud, but go ahead and try. Of course, I mean, it's Super Tuesday. I mean, you're gonna bother me with your puny little audience, but go ahead.
Some are suggesting that you will wipe all the 91 counts being levied against you. Like if you take office, you'll pardon yourself.
Well, I mean, that's an interesting thought. You know, I could have pardoned myself before I left office, but I thought, you know, this is the United States of America, and I never believed they would have done this horrible. It's horrible what they've done, and you know, without presidential immunity, a president cannot properly function, if you think about it, or make decisions in the best interest of the United States of America. Presidents, we must always be concerned, us presidents, I don't know, you're not part of the club, but we could be paralyzed by the prospect of wrongful prosecution, Big Fraud, retaliation. We must, I mean, it's a great idea. Maybe we should totally pardon any president, except for Obama, of course.
Sir, what about how the Supreme Court said, well, of course he can be on the ballot? And there were and then some of the audience is like, yeah, well, it's because he put that court in office, but it was a unanimous vote.
Totally unanimous. I mean, they can't. It's crooked what they were trying to do. I think it was Colorado and some other states, of course, voted on it, but totally crooked what they were trying to do. They're trying to put America's president off the ballot. And we all know, I mean, I'm the best president since Washington, actually, if you think about it. But I mean, I can't believe. I mean, can you imagine a point in time when Abraham Lincoln wasn't on the goddamn ballot? I mean, we've got to make sure. I mean, the Supreme Court, I'm so proud of them. What a great court I installed, if you think about it. But they all came to their senses, Big Fraud. They all came to their senses and said, of course, we can't not include the most popular president in American history.
Sir, what about...
He's got to be on the ballot.
What about this dictator thing? That seems to have stuck in a lot of people's craw. That I took it as just hyperbole, but these people are running with it, and they're saying, yeah, he's actually going to go and be a dictator. Do you have plans to be like Benito Mussolini?
Well, I think that there's... I mean, I don't know. Listen... The truth is, on day one, we're going to produce so many executive orders. We're going to fix the country. We're going to make America great again. And we're going to do that on day one. And whatever that takes for me to do that, of course I'm going to do it. And
okay.
Of course we're going to make the most secure border. We're going to make the economy great again. It's so bad right now with the economy.
Okay, so you are actually going to be a dictator then?
Well, I don't know if I would go that far, but I think there are things in the Constitution that need to be looked at. I mean, the whole immunity thing on presidents, as we know it. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I mean, many actions for the benefit. What's this, Big Fraud? You're cutting me off. Yeah, I was going to go on a tirade.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, please continue.
I don't even know how to now, Big Fraud, because I mean, I can't believe you're going to be going on terrestrial radio because you're such a terrible interview, if you think about it. I mean, you can't even let the goddamn guy talk. I mean, it's terrible.
I apologize. Sir?
What's your question, Big Fraud?
Sorry. Now I forgot my question. You know, I think you're right. I think I am a terrible...
Jesus Christ, it's like amateur hour over here, you know. I think maybe Free Beer and Hot Wings did good getting rid of you if you think about it. I mean,
think you're right.
Look at the performance here. It's terrible. I mean, I go on shows all the time. I go on Fox News. I think Fox News is great, by the way. I think they're doing wonderful. And I give them the biggest numbers. Newsmax, their numbers are through the roof. And I come on your show, and I mean, are you even getting more viewers right now? It's crazy.
No,
it's crazy.
It's horrible. No one cares, and you're right. I suck.
Thank you, Big Fraud. It's great that you admit it. I think there's a future for you. Not many people, believe me, and so many people, they come up to me, they say, what are you doing on this puny little podcast? What are you doing on this show? And I say to them, I see potential. I mean, look at what just happened. You came through. You said, you know what? I'm kind of a dick fuck if you think about it. That's kind of what you said. And I think there's potential in you. I think it's so true.
Yeah, sir. In fact, I'm going to leave it there because it's important that I end this. I think is probably the best way to look at it.
Well, look, we're going to do great numbers. It's Super Tuesday. I think we're going to totally blow out Tricky Nicky and all these terrible, disactimonious, all these people that have tried to challenge me. I'm so clearly the most popular candidate that's ever touched the Republican Party. I think more so than even Abraham Lincoln. And I think we're going to do great numbers, and we're going to look forward to November, where we're going to destroy Joe Biden, and we're going to get rid of all these crooked trials. It's terrible what they've done to my family, Big Fraud. I mean, imagine if someone attacked your Queen of the Netherlands or whatever you call her and your family. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible without presidential immunity. We've got to get presidential immunity, Big Fraud.
Sir, as always, appreciate the time, and my best to the family.
Well, great. And if you need updates, I mean, I'm doing a live show tonight on Bumble or something. I'm going to go live. We're going to do Super Tuesday. It's going to be fantastic.
All right. Thank you, sir. Oh, hang up never gets old. All right. Well, there you go. That, in case people don't know, that is the President Trump, the actual President Trump is with us on the show. It says Gary Richmond is here. Now, is that the guy that was from like India who wanted dating tips? Remember when Gary was in here? Is that the same guy? I think it is, isn't it? Gary, isn't that you? It's not your real name. Your real name is like Suyash or something. Gary, can you maybe reveal that? Yeah, I remember you. What is your real name, Gary? I know we had talked about how America is where we need to get you. We need to get you to America because there's all sorts of fresh poontang. You can have sex with ladies in the airports here in the U.S. I know your goal is to get to the U.S. We had a great time talking with you before. Yes, Suyash. Yes, I remember. You thought I didn't remember, but I was pretty close on your name. I don't think I was 100% accurate. We just finished up a conversation about sex in America, Gary. You know, about how American women love men from India and black guys. But the number one preference is Indian guys because of their huge penises. So, honestly, if you show up in America, Gary / Suyash, before you leave the airport, I think you would probably have sex with numerous women. It's ridiculous. All of us white guys, Gary, we're all sick of having sex so much. It's like, almost routine. So our women, they're not that interested in us because it's kind of like same old song and dance. But if Gary from India shows up, I mean, you are like a unicorn. You are an absolute unicorn. Blue Chaos says women named Amanda or Ashley will move to the front of the line. So I'm so glad you are here. Can you again tell me what area of the beautiful country of India you are in so that we can get a better lay of the land as to where you are as you are enjoying this amazing show? I want Suyash to spread the word to all of our beloved Indian brethren, women and men. I want you to spread the word about this wild show out of the United States, the great state of Michigan. Okay, Suyash? Chris wants to know when Suyash's birthday is. And which time zone do we celebrate Suyash's birthday, says Megan. Love it. In fact, I haven't seen Suyash in here since the first time he was here. He stood out to me like, who's this Gary character? That's it. I remember you said no. From the state of Maharashtra. Maharashtra, I think is how I say Maharashtra. And his birthday is December 4. I write this down. Suyash Maharashtra. All right. So, as an audience, we build a GoFundMe to fly Suyash from Maharashtra here for a December 4th birthday for a reverse gangbang. All right. Amanda and Ashley, I know, would be in on the gangbang without even asking them. All we need is some more of you women to have a total sex fest with Suyash. Ryan says, I bet Ashley would put up. No, she doesn't need to put up the cash. She's putting up the puss. Amanda's in the gangbang, the reverse gangbang, and Ashley is in the reverse gangbang. I don't know. Maybe we call upon some former Zaniac women. They absolutely would be in on that. So.
You suck a big black dick because I know you want to.
Andrea would swallow his load. We could get the Krantz in there. It'd be incredible. So, Suyash, I want you to know we are scheduling our own sex fest for you. We're going to fly you into Michigan. I'll pick you up. I'll take you to the hotel. And then just get ready to launch some jizz. That's happening, brother. You know I got your back, Suyash. All right? Now, look, it's been way too much time since the last time you were here. All right? So you got to be here every day from now on, and you need to bring some more of our beloved Indian brethren with you. We need more Indian people. That is the color of our lives here. I need to see some more brown faces in the chat, goddammit. Enough of this white people shit. All right? All right. Before we wrap this show up and bring you the asshole of the day, I want to say hello to my friends at the Green Medicine Shop. I don't know if you know this, Suyash, but everybody can smoke pot here in the U.S. I don't know if you can do that in Maharashtra, but we can smoke cannabis here whenever we want. I don't, but if you want to, you would head to beautiful Greenville, Michigan. Get it? Greenville. And you buy your cannabis from Last of a Dying Breed, a medicinal cannabis facility. They can only sell their cannabis medicinally. It's cleaner, less yeast, less mold. There's no excise tax on it. You have to buy it with a med card, so you are protected by the law. So when you're ready to restock, go to Green Medicine Shop with your med card and get your 2.5 ounces and go home. That's what I'm asking you to do. Their website is thegreenmedicineshop.com. They've got all the CBD products that you desire, all the edibles that you desire, all the cannabis that you can smoke. And if you get it, you have to have a med card. If you don't, you can get it on their website, thegreenmedicineshop.com. It'll set you back $90, but they give you $100 in-store credit when you get the green card through their website. Or your med card, not a green card. A green card is what Suyash wants so he can have sex. Anyway, greenmedicineshop.com. Hello to Dale from Superior Cleaning and Power Washing, 231-740-4098. Yes, trivia with Dale will come back. Anyway, schedule Dale for Superior Cleaning and Power Washing, 231-740-4098. Last but not least, the managed IT service provider for the show is Blue Frost IT. You can find them online at bluefrostit.com. If you have any IT questions, you're upgrading your business, whatever it may be, or maybe you have a problem at home, call Blue Frost, 616-200-8550. Yesterday's asshole of the day was Kenney. Today, I don't know what to do because Kenney comes in here and announces his birthday and then thinks that because he only did it with emojis, it's okay. And it is okay, but you're going to, if any human announces their birthday, they're going to get it. And then upon beating him up, he then tells us he has the blues and he's devastated. So tells us he has a birthday and then makes us all feel sorry for him. God damn it. Don't fall for that trick, by the way. Don't you dare fall for that trick. That is the oldest one in the book. Then you had Amanda telling me what to do. Then you had Brandis telling me what to do. Then, of all people, Megan gets banned. My God. I don't know what to do with this crew today. What a poorly behaved bunch you are. And then Corey making shocker jokes repeatedly, hoping that someone will go, ha ha, that's funny. What a horrible bunch of human beings. Tofus says, Jesus Christ, I missed a lot. Megan says she's sorry. You don't have to say sorry. You already paid your punishment. Brandis says, I didn't tell you what to do. I told Kenney what to do. Did you know that lies make baby Jesus cry? Did you know that? Here, why don't you sit for 10 minutes and then you can figure that out on your own. How does that sound? It says Brandis is not currently banned from the channel. Well, she needs to be. She needs to pay for that. She just lied to everybody's face. One more, just for good measure. You're better off just going, you're right, easy. All right. A-hole of the day, the audience, Dan says. A lot of people are, like Cole and Nick, the right-wing guys, are attacking Tofus as asshole of the day. No, I don't think so. He's not the asshole of the day, just like you're not the asshole of the day. Okay, you can't do that. Megan makes a great point. I feel like we need a photo of Gary on the shelf above the Eric Zane Show sign. Gary, send me a message. I need photos of you, of your face, and of your penis. Because these ladies need to see your penis before we bring you here to the U.S. for your orgy. Okay? All right. Tyler says you have quite a selection for 4 horsemen of annoying today. All right. So, let's see here. And out of all of these, I think the one that bugged me the most was Amanda. She's the one who got the ball rolling on. Hey, move on. Megan, how do you spell your name? Is it Megan or Meghan? I'm going to go Meghan. Oh, and you got to put Corey in there. Anybody who got banned today. All right. Kenney for the second day in a row for the gaslighting. Amanda for the bull in a china shop. Talk about what I want you to talk about. Brandis, same offense, twice. Megan, same offense. Corey, Bean Corey. Gaslighter, bully twice, bully, dumb fuck. Look at that. This is a no gaslight zone on this show. On the show. Shoal. The fuck is wrong with me? That is the Eric Zane Show podcast in all of its glory. I'll talk to you on the Patreon. Till next time, bye-bye.